go. Let's go. Let's go. What's good, people? This is your boy R&B. Welcome back to 20 Talk.
Hey, this is Steph the Oracle. How's everybody doing?
Hey, this your boy Dre, aka Dirty. What's going on, guys?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. This week's gonna be good. Just to let everybody know, it's pre-recorded. We're a little bit behind, but we're gonna catch up. But we gotta let you know what's going on in the world. First and foremost, Steph, tell me a little something about where they could find us at.
No, of course. 20 Talk 20 is talking about all shows, music, movies, and everything in between. So, go back and listen to those past episodes wherever you listen to your podcast. We're on Anchor, we're on Spotify, we're on Apple, we're on Google, we're on Breaker Radio, Radio Public, iHeart,
keep going.
Pandora, Amazon Music,
Preach on, girl.
and now we're on Castbox.
Amen.
So listen and click and follow that button wherever you get your notifications for the latest episodes. Again, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at 20 Talk 20.
Yes. Also, when the episodes are being uploaded, there's now a option for questions. So we're asking you guys, what do you want us to review?
Ooh.
So send us your movies and shows
and music and everything in between.
Yeah, anything in between, everything.
All that good stuff. We got so much to talk about, man. It don't make no sense, y'all. First and foremost, King Karim could not be here today. Again, duty calls.
Yeah.
He's making things happen. He will be back with us soon.
Duty and booty calls.
What'd you say?
Wow.
I said duty and booty calls. No, he's going away this weekend with his love. So, booty calls. So he's going on vacation.
You're so inappropriate.
AKA BAECATION.
Whoa. So it was the man vacation with you? Was
it? For us, it was a bromantic getaway.
Romantic getaway.
Yep.
He has to attend to his duties,
That's right.
With full due respect. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's we can't wait to have him back. But all in due time, he will be back. So let's get into it. There's so much to talk about. So as you know, we went with the winter storm, and it's over. But man, it did hit. I don't know how you guys went through it, but I know you guys got a story to tell.
I mean, for me, my job closed the weekend, so there was like, don't come in. I was just like, say less. It's like, I'm not going in. According to news reports, like around our area, we got up to like 15 inches, and I know in other places there was even more. So
yeah, but in front of our house, I work for the state of New York, so I had to be out there. So. I pretty much worked like 16-hour shifts 2 days in a row.
Yeah.
And I got home. I would be out here by 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
And they called you right back.
Yep, call me right back. I'll be home at 6 o'clock in the morning, both days, Friday and Saturday. And when I came home, somebody came to the door and asked for money. So she paid somebody to shovel the front. I think it had about 5 or 6 inches of snow already.
Yeah, I was like 5 or 6 already.
Right.
Yeah,
and then when I came home at 5:30 in the morning, that Saturday morning, I shoveled another 12 inches of snow. And then when I woke up in the afternoon, I shoveled another 24 inches of snow.
And then I came out and I shoveled
again.
I shoveled twice.
So we got hit hard in front of our house.
Yeah.
The side of our house, not so much, but the front of our street was like, it's open.
It was.
We have no trees, so it just came down. It's just a lot.
Legit. Yeah.
Even the trees came down?
No, we have no trees in our block.
We have no trees. So like
so there's nothing to hold the snow in the tree. So it just really came down. It just piled up. And it was kind of weird because it wasn't like your regular slush. It was like powdery.
Yeah.
It was like almost like crystals. It's weird because like you could pick it up and just like just blow it.
Really? Is that what we're doing?
Exactly.
Okay. But I know at one point like we couldn't even open the door. So the door was completely shut with snow, and I was like, we have like the first door that you go out to, and I was just
and then we had the screen door,
and the screen door, and I was just like, oh my god, we couldn't even open the door. That's how bad it was. So
it got ridiculous.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. It was like really, really bad. But hopefully, a lot of people were able to stay home, stay safe, and things like that. But the winter storm, that was like the time to stay home and Netflix and chill. That's the point for for that. So that was the perfect timing for that.
Like it's not serious relaxedness,
Oh yeah, for sure.
I know it's been a while for a lot of people. Dre, kudos to you for that 16-hour movement
each day, bro.
Man. And I remember we talked about it, and I said, So Dre, you slept, right? Good 8 hours? And then you replied, yeah, about 4.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Yeah, because I came home. I went to bed at 6. I became available at noon, and sure enough,
I call him exactly.
yeah, actually, I became available at 11:58 a.m. 12 o'clock, they're calling me for 3 o'clock job to go to work at 3 o'clock. I was like, damn.
Wow, they was ready for you.
Yeah, man, it was just a long day, bro. From 3 o'clock, I didn't get home till like
3 the next.
I finished at like 7 a.m.
Yeah.
7 a.m. the next day, bro. Sunday morning.
Exhausted.
Man. Well, look, I'm glad you're good. I know Steph held the fort down. So all I know on my side real quick, cop the snowblower.
I should have picked your ass up to come shovel us out.
Your brother got a new snowblower, right?
Man, you don't understand. I helped like 4 neighbors. I looked in their eyes. I said, I got it.
Okay.
I said, I got it.
Like, yo, just spot me $20. Like, yo, give me $20. Give me $30. I'll do it for 10.
Not even, man. They my neighbors are cool. I knew them for a while now. You know, good peoples, man. I just did not want to see them use that shovel to shovel all that snow, because it was a lot of snow.
Yo,
it was a lot. No, for sure, it was a lot.
It's funny because Saturday afternoon, I was leaving to go to work. You know, since I knew she wasn't going to go to work, so I took the truck, and then as I'm walking across the street, this girl in front of the house parks her little Scion, and when I'm shoveling, I'm throwing all the snow underneath her car. You know, like I'm where am I going to put that? So I'm shoveling and piling up and putting it around the cars, you know, in between, and then all of a sudden, I come out in the afternoon and I see her like shoveling her car out. I just got in the Jeep, 4-wheel drive, right out the snow, and just kept going.
It just kept going.
You're a jerk.
Like we're good. Like move. Just we gotta go. I'm sorry, lady.
I gotta go to work. I'm sorry.
I got places to go and people to see.
Oh man, like I'm telling you, it was awesome though. At the end of the day, man, I'm just glad everybody's good to go. You know. So shout out to the winter storm. Like I always tell everybody, God willing, we don't have to worry about a late February, early March snowstorm. But we'll see. We'll see, because past couple of years we had no snow. So moving on. Oh man, my heartbeat. Whoopi Goldberg talking crazy.
Oh, Whoopi.
Steph the Oracle. Tell them what you know.
Oh boy. So apparently there were some comments made by Whoopi Goldberg in recent highlight of the Holocaust. And I quote unquote is that The View claimed that the Holocaust was not about race, and she was essentially suspended from ABC, from The View, just for that comment. So I don't know. She's apologized on many occasions, but still, like they were not trying to hear it.
Yeah, she's telling her coworkers that she's going to quit the show. So I don't know what's going to happen now.
Damn, just like that?
I mean,
just like that after all these years, bro. That's fine. It's only the majority of the nursing homes watching The View anyway. So
wow. So messed up. You know, the New York Post said the same thing. They said suspension from The View is like getting suspended from Bravo. The bar is set very low. I was like, damn.
You know what? It's one of those shows like nobody watches cable anymore. Nobody pays for channel. Like there's basic channels now. It's basic. Everybody streams now. Nobody has time to watch regular TV.
What are you talking about? Well, I mean, we don't have time.
I'm pretty sure the majority,
right.
I would say 70% of the population streams now.
What population are you referring to? Working class? Like
no, this new generation plus our generation, they don't watch TV anymore. They just stream, just watch movies and shows. Or they don't even care about the news.
Or they have the DVR playback, which
no, they don't have cable anymore.
Oh, right. Okay, that's true. All right.
Said they don't have cable anymore.
Yeah, everybody streams now. Everybody, you know, got all these different apps. You need to have some
sort of internet or cable service.
Right.
Internet. That's it. But you don't have to have cable.
Okay, but where are you getting that from? Where are you getting that service from?
A cable company.
Okay, then shut your mouth then. Why are you saying that nobody's got cable? What are you
I'm talking about cable TV.
I don't understand. Like everything with you is about technicality, my dude. If you have a company that's Verizon, right? Verizon offers both cable service and internet. It's
right, but a lot of the majority of people is they cut their TV. They cut the cord.
I ain't gonna say nothing. Like I'm like, all right, whatever.
Look, as soon as he said cut the cord, I was just like, okay. I don't know. Streaming to me is still watching TV at the end of the day, regardless.
Yeah, but you're not watching news.
Who's okay? Why are you assuming that nobody's watching news? Like
nobody really buys a newspaper anymore. You know that,
what
right?
are you saying?
To catch the news.
People are still reading. Well, it might be in a digital format.
Back in the days, I used to find them all the time on the train. I used to find a copy of the New York Times, Daily News.
People now read it and then they move forward. That's
exactly.
It.
Nowadays, you barely see a newspaper or anything. Even like as the population is coming back to the city on the trains and stuff like that, you barely see. They used to have all these bins for them to throw the newspapers in. Now you don't see no bins. Everything is all subscription now online.
You make it sound like it's a problem.
Yeah, because that's how I got my news. I got my news from free newspapers.
Well, I also got my news from the AM New York.
Yeah.
Those free,
the
Metro New York and stuff like that. But people are still reading, whether it's in a paper copy or in a digital copy. People are still reading the news. What are you saying?
I'm saying most people
it's mandatory. If you want to be honest, it's mandatory. Like you still need the news. Either way look at it.
I am oblivious to what's going on in the world because I don't keep up to the news at all.
Well, I mean,
I just live my life. And then whatever the guys posted on Facebook, that's how I get the news.
I don't even know. So your source of information is directly from Facebook. So you don't go up upon yourself to do any research.
I don't go to New York Daily News or New York Post.com.
You a punk.
I don't do none of that.
You a punk then. Seriously.
I have my friends on Facebook to post all these links.
You have your friends to post.
Yeah.
That makes absolutely no sense.
They post. Listen, you want the current news? Just go to Facebook. Go to Twitter. Go to Instagram. People post all the time. Everything's going on. Yeah,
but what if it's something that you want to look upon yourself and read about yourself?
Okay, then I'll investigate further. But other than that, I won't go.
Yo, I'm tired of you right now. I can't with you right now. I really can't.
Yeah,
and also I get my Apple News alerts sometimes.
Dre, you was not gonna stop. He was gonna battle till it hurts. He said it was just legit. Steph said, "This is too much." So I mean, either way, man. News still exists, okay?
Yeah. Unfortunately, it still exists.
Why do you say unfortunately? This is how people get their source of information. You are something else.
Yeah, you're a beautiful soul, Dre. Dirty. Don't you ever forget that. But either way, we'll be fine. Steph is right there. She listens to the news and she's probably gonna smack you in the head and said, "I need you to listen to this before you finish. Before you go to work." You know what I mean? News is essential regardless.
Exactly. This is essential as the weather. Even when the weather gets it wrong or when the weather gets it right, it's still essential to know.
Yeah, but I have an app for that.
Okay, let's move forward.
It's on my home screen. The weather app.
Oh man,
that I do care.
Well, since we're still talking about news. Unfortunately, this is not good news. Miss USA 2019, Chelsea Chris, committed suicide. She passed away in Manhattan. This is why you do need the news, because a friend of mine told me about it, and I regurgitated to you guys to talk about it. And my friend out the blue hit me up and just wanted a mental health check. And he just simply asked, "How you doing, Ern? You good?" It was kind of like, oh, shoot, I wonder why he's asking me that. And this is why, So news is essential. God bless her family. Mother, father has to bury a child. Nobody should go through that.
So
ever.
Young.
No parent should go through that ever.
Absolutely.
Ever.
So young.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
It's unfortunate. Yeah. And the importance of doing a mental health check is trying to see where everybody's at. Like your friend, he called and he's like, "Listen, I'm worried about you. I hope everything's good at your end." I know with everything with these stories with mental health checks, a lot of people suffer in silence. A lot of it suffer in silence. So it's always so important that maybe something in her life affected her so tremendously and she didn't know how to handle it, or she didn't have people to reach out to. There's so many different reasons, But I think what's so strange about this particular story is that she was a person surrounded by so many people.
Yeah, she
had so many things going for her, and young and beautiful, intelligent, and and still something like this tragic can still happen to somebody like that.
Yeah, she was a correspondent for Extra. She was a lawyer at the same time, and it's just unfortunate that something like this had to happen.
It's really sad.
If you have no one to talk to, just reach out to somebody. I understand people don't want to, are not going to reach out to get help.
Yeah.
But sometimes you need it.
Yeah.
So we also have the national hotline, suicide prevention hotline number. It's a 1-800-273-TALK. So 1-800-273-8255. Or you could text STRENGTH to the crisis text line at 741-741. Or you could go to suicidepreventionlifeline.org.
And those are all great resources, definitely, to see if there's anything, maybe that you haven't been able to process, and so that we don't have these incidents like this, happening with everybody. I know, especially with COVID, a lot of these things have been exasperated, but it's just so unfortunate that this happened, and with her death over the weekend.
And the call for help was, she posted 2 hours before, she put to everyone, rest, love, and peace, something like that. She made a post right before she
said that the post was a little morbid. So, those little red flags, people, are calling out for help, and sometimes we just don't recognize it, It's really sad.
Wow. I did not know that. I did not know that at all. So, we just gonna keep going. Here's what good news that we do have for one person who's an entertainer, but bad news for simps. So if you've been under a rock, just want to let you know, Rihanna is pregnant, and her significant other is A$AP Rocky. Harlem World's one of Harlem World's MCs. It's happened, folks. Rihanna's human. She's gonna have a baby.
She's fertile.
She's fertile. You stupid.
But it's just it could happen to Rihanna. I ain't gonna lie. There was a lot of backlash for some of these guys on planet Earth. They were going through it for a minute. I think they think that they really, really, really had a chance.
I thought maybe Drake probably thought he had a chance.
Come on, don't do my man Drake like that, man.
No, it's funny because I think it was a month ago, they came out with a whole Instagram on TMZ came out that they said she was pregnant, but she was denying it. Because
not with that belly like that.
No, but they had a picture of her with a black shirt on, and they said that you could see the bump through it, but she denied it a month ago.
No, she was pregnant at that time.
Yeah, but she denied it, and then now it's all over.
She either denied it or did not confirm it. It's the same way saying two things differently. You cannot hide that belly.
Oh, also another good news is Nick Cannon's having his 8th baby.
What?
Nick Cannon's having his 8th baby.
With who?
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
With Jason Manziel's ex-wife, Brie Teresi, I think. Teresi? Brie Teresi. Something like that. That's her name.
Oh, Lord.
So he unveiled it at his talk show.
That's crazy.
He unveiled it because there were reports that the TMZ kind of leaked out that they had a baby shower and all that stuff. So
TMZ don't be minding their business.
So those pictures kind of leaked out. So he was kind of forced to reveal it.
To reveal it.
So
and
then,
give it up.
right. So the baby mom pretty much she made a statement that this is not the way that she wanted that special moment to be unveiled. But in all in all, she was happy about the situation. And then they were also DMing his ex-girlfriend Alyssa, because 2 months ago his child passed away of brain cancer.
The youngest.
The youngest,
right.
Yeah, the youngest passed.
So they felt like he knew that she was already pregnant, but he didn't want to overshadow that incident and be disrespectful. And then
what? He didn't want to be disrespectful with two different mothers.
Yeah, my man got 8 kids. I don't know how many baby moms, but he got 8 kids.
No, it's real, man. That was, of course, another parents again bearing a child. It was real.
Yeah.
He didn't want to go through he didn't want the baby go through the trials and tribulation of getting healthier, by using what they wanted him to do, what do you call that when you have cancer?
Chemotherapy.
The chemo.
Yeah.
It was like they did not want their baby to go through that. And then the flip side, I did hear about it, and he's having another baby. Amazing man he is.
But
now, how would you feel like?
Don't even ask me.
Now that
don't even ask me. Mm-mm.
No.
Mm-mm. Nope. Don't even ask me.
I kind of felt like a certain way when I read this article.
I sure did too.
Like me, if I was the mom, I would be really upset.
I was furious.
I would be like, damn, all of a sudden we just buried our child, but yet now all of a sudden you're having another one with somebody else.
Furious. Furious.
Well, I mean, you can't say that because what happens is at that point, from what I understand, they're not boyfriend and girlfriend, and as you see the way this guy's the way he's moving, he don't have no title with these women. He's having kids.
I mean, just populating the earth.
Having kids too, from what I understand. I don't know the whole gist of how he's living, but that's just what it is.
Okay, so you're saying that he doesn't have to have a relationship or a meaningful relationship with these women as long as they have, they're having marital, whatever you want to call it, relations.
No,
and no commitment.
Whatever I'm saying is what I'm saying is in a nutshell. I don't know their relationship.
Yeah, neither do I.
Yeah. Like I said, we don't know if they were split up or anything,
Right,
who knows if this caused the split up. I said, we don't know.
Because if we could keep guessing, we could say, oh yeah, he thought she was the one for like a power 7 months while she's pregnant. He says, no, I'm good. Oh, the other one, a power 8 months. You know what? I'm good. Nah, I just don't know. All I know is, and what you know is, this guy's having kids left and right, literally.
Yeah, but the timing was just off, and I was just like, I think that's what I got like frustrated. I was like, the timing is off. I said, did you not just have this beautiful child that you had to bury, and then now you have another one? I'm just like the time just didn't, and I didn't want to bother doing the math in my head either, because I was just too what already,
right?
And I assumed that it was with the same mom. That was my assumption. That's what I thought
at first, but it wasn't.
And I was like, oh, that's so great,
Recently divorced.
They were probably trying again and stuff like that. So that was like, oh, sometimes that happens. But that wasn't even the case. I think that was
my homegirl was married to Johnny Football, a.k.a. Johnny Manziel. Mm-hmm. And they got divorced.
They got okay.
Yeah, they're divorced.
Like I said, either way, man, it is what it is.
It is what it is. Yeah, for sure.
He's living his life. But again, congratulations to Rihanna, though.
I know there were a lot of hearts broken about that.
Oh God,
a lot of hearts.
I don't want to think about these so-called hearts, man. You guys didn't have a prayer. Let it go. Let it go. It wasn't like, you know what, Rihanna? This is what I think of you. She's probably like, yo, you can walk away now.
Yeah, I'm good.
Could you imagine those obsessed fans?
Really bad.
Rihanna, what did you do to me? Like, yo, fam, wake up. Wake up. Walk away. You know what I mean? But that's what's up, though. Rihanna's about to have a first baby.
Good for her.
And also A$AP Rocky.
Yep,
you know
congratulations to both of them.
Congratulations to them. They're young, they rich. That baby's going to be hooked up. That baby got nothing to worry about.
Yeah, like life is good already.
Life is good. Life is good.
Here she probably in the womb like, yeah, I think I'm going to make that room purple. We'll see what happens. I mean, but but let's keep it moving. Oh, by the way, real quick, what was funny? Somebody imitated Rihanna's picture with the belly out, with the jacket and everything, and somebody was like, "Oh my God, she can't have her moment." Like, really? Did you just imitate Rihanna's moment out the blue like an hour later? Shit was hilarious.
Yeah, it's hilarious because her jeans were like longer than her legs. And they were like just
fashion,
dragging.
Guys.
It was just dragging. It was just dragging.
It's fashion, guys. Let it go.
It's supposed to scrape the floor.
But it's like too long, and you can't even see her shoes at all.
No, it's fashion.
It's fashion.
Those jeans are done. Once it scrape the floor, that's it. Garbage.
Stop it.
Basura.
Stop it.
The oracle said stop.
Stop it.
Stop it.
Stop
Let's move along, man.
Stop it.
All right, guys. You know the segment. You know what we're about. We're about to dig into a big boy show. that we've been supposed to dig into. Probably it's perfect timing. Steph, what show is up first?
We're talking about the Ozark season 4.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Before we start, you know what's beautiful about this show?
It's on Netflix.
There's a part 2
Yeah.
to season 4. I almost teared up. Stop playing, son. Yeah.
I'm just mad that we gotta wait for part 2 now. Like
I will be okay, bro.
How long
I
have
did
we
not
been
want that
waiting
show
for
to end.
season 4 though? Like how long have we been
like a
waiting?
year.
Yeah.
Oh, a year, some
So
change.
now we're gonna wait another year for part 2, or maybe it might be released later on this year. I don't know.
Well, you know what? Yeah, I was about to say it's part 2, so it might be like
It might
4
be
months
released
from now.
later.
And
year.
now the question is this the finale of the show or no?
You know what? How many parts in a part? Is it part 1 and 2?
No, this is all the other ones was just season 1, season 2.
Yeah.
This is the only one that has part 1, part 2.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Or are they stopping at part 2?
I don't know. We don't know.
I don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know.
There's a lot to talk about. There's a lot going on in that show.
Yeah, I mean, look, either way, I have nothing wrong with it. You know, if they would have said, you know what, guys, we decided to go to 8 seasons.
Let's do it.
Am I gonna get upset? Are you gonna get upset?
Nope.
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 You know,
Keep it
Jason
coming.
Bateman. This guy, Jason Bateman, you gotta understand. This guy came from the Hogan family. This guy came a long way. A long way. You know, Arrested Development. I mean, this guy's to me, he's a legend. I don't know about everybody else when it comes to these TV shows, you know, sitcom. I mean, he's done it all, you know, and he hasn't stopped it, man. And my question to you guys watching this show is, do you think he'll have a moment where he says, man, I'm going to just take this shotgun and blast somebody? Is he there yet?
Lose his mind yet? Like the pressure? I don't know, man.
No.
Nah, not yet. I don't think so either.
No, ever. I don't think so.
Never. You think he's just going to?
He's very grounded.
No.
You know, he's very meticulous to his ways.
He's had every opportunity to do that to more than deserving characters, and he hasn't. And yet he couldn't handle the gun when the nephew came in and smacked him over his head with it. You think he's ready to shoot somebody? No.
I know.
He's good.
No.
Nope.
Man, so you think it won't be like for the you don't think like, you know what? I'm trying to figure out how the ending is gonna go overall. I see it, but we'll talk about that in another time, you know? But or if you want to, we could talk about it now. But I just see him having to do it, you know, because that's one thing he hasn't done throughout the whole show, to be like, yo, I have no choice. I ain't gonna say he's a punk because he knows what he's doing, but at the same time, he is a punk because he didn't say, yo, my life depends on it.
Mm-hmm.
And enough is enough. I gotta blast this dude or whoever.
No,
you know?
I think he will think around it and plot something else.
And he'll make it work for him.
It make it work for him. It's not going to come to that point. No way. Not with the way that the theme of this show and the way that it's been running. No way.
Mm-hmm.
No way.
Well, this show is full of surprises, you know, and it's just getting better. Like, for example, the son, he's a simp. I mean, man, if this one kid who should get blasted by now, it would be that guy.
And you know
this
what?
Kid's unbelievable.
Yep.
Wait. Can we go back? I heard him say it. This is the second time he said it in the show. Simp. Can you explain that to me?
It's a simp. It's a simp is just basically saying
He's a
punk,
simpleton. Yeah, he's a simpleton.
Just somebody you're like, look at this, like a clown, you know?
So that's what you meant? Like the simps are not happy about Rihanna's pregnancy? That's what you meant?
All these simpletons.
They're simps. They're simpletons. Yeah, it's simp is short for simpleton. They're simpleton. It's ridiculous.
Okay. I thought Jonah's a straight up asshole, but we'll stick with simpleton because that dude is not a simpleton. He's actually doing exactly what his dad is doing. He's a fucking genius, and his dad is like secretly proud of him.
Yeah, that was funny.
I'm like, this dude is not a simpleton. He's an asshole, but not a simpleton.
Right? Well, you know, it's if I can't use the word simp, I'll just say traitor.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
There you go.
Let's say traitor.
Straight
She's working for the opposition. Yeah, in like the worst way. There's a point where you have to say, yo, my parents did all of us for all of us, so we can live, literally. Not have a good life. Now, you know what? Worst from the worst, we lost everything, but we'll bounce back. No, so your head won't be chopped off.
Basically.
That's why. And he says, oh, you did this, Mom, you did that. You know what? I'm going to work for Roof. It's like, wait, I don't understand that ideology.
What up?
It doesn't make sense at all.
Smack idea.
All right, so let's give a little backstory on season 4. Because at the end of season 3, pretty much Helen Pierce got shot.
Yeah.
Because it was either them or Helen.
Right.
So
and Helen was setting them up for failure.
Right. So Wendy went in there and said, like, we could expand your business if you cut the middleman out.
Right. But the thing is,
I think Helen was expanding. And towards the end, with this season coming into now, I think she had a deal going on with Javier. Because now he's pissed off that Helen's out the picture.
Oh,
okay. That makes perfect sense.
It does.
But you got to remember,
so my man's helping.
Going to try to set. But I think there's a part, if I remember, she was trying to set everybody up.
Yeah, she was trying to get rid. She was trying to get rid of them.
She was trying to get rid of them.
Everybody could fall at the same time.
Yeah.
Right. And then that's why she got shot, because he found out the head cartel. Said,
Omar.
Yeah, I knew what she was doing. Yeah, Omar said, I knew. Don't worry, you guys are good with me. You know what I mean? We threw Jason Bateman's character in a basement, in a dungeon, and he survived. So I know he's a strong guy. So I can't kill him.
Right.
So either way, it was one of those situations where it had to be done, and it was done.
Yeah.
And if we go back a little further, it just gets worse towards this one, because for Roof, I mean, I think Roof was everything to them to a degree. You know what I mean? Like they fuck with Roof. It was like, Roof, just keep going, keep doing what you're doing. You can get a piece of the pie. Roof was living, but up until when the brother got killed.
Yeah. Because she had a relationship, and then she's all hell bent on that, and she ended up quitting with Marty.
Wendy's brother.
Yep.
Wendy's brother, the one that had mental illness. Right? Yeah.
Right.
Man, it went from 0 to 100 real quick.
But it always happens like in the last 2-3 episodes. It gets crazy.
That's the formula.
And somebody always dies at the end of the season. That's right. And then it so happens we were like, oh, who's gonna die next? And then in this season is pretty much.
I think it was easier this season to see who was gonna die. I thought it was.
You knew kind of right away.
The only reason why I knew, because of your brother, and your brother kept on saying the
same
opposite.
thing. And I said the same thing.
Yeah, and your brother said the opposite, and I was like, and he said that Marty died, but he was just joking. I was like, no. And then this guy over here, he figured it out, and I was just like,
we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that only because this season pretty much takes place exactly after season 3, right after the Sweet 16. They're all bloody. They clean themselves up after they blew Helen Pierce's brains out.
Yep, she had brain matter all over the hair.
But this is a little different because now Omar Navarro, he wants out.
He wants out now,
and he knew because of that whole drug war when they came to shoot up the Sweet 16. He knew that it's time to get out the life. And I have a feeling his nephew had something to do with it, only because he wants him out the way so he could take over the empire.
Absolutely.
And it made perfect sense later on when Javier, which is Omar Navarro's nephew, he wants to take over because he has all these different ideas and stuff like that. And he was in cahoots with, not in cahoots, he has ties with Helen Pierce because they wanted to expand.
Right.
Because now she's out the picture. He can't control.
He can't do what he wanted or whatever he was intending to do.
Right.
But the thing is, it's like, that's what it is when you have the cartel. You're always going to have somebody doing something behind somebody's back. And I think that the crazy thing about season 4, that it really focused on the expansion. That was really what the focus was. What are we going to do to make this bigger? What are we going to do to make sure that we stay where we need to stay and not be dead? So always going back and forth, and if there was a mess up or a mistake or a fuck up or whatever, somebody's like, all right, this is what we're gonna do next.
Right. And exactly. And I feel like the main component of this show was the betrayal to her brother. Because that was the main focus why everybody hated Wendy. Why everyone's being so defiant. Ruth doesn't want to talk to them because they killed the Ben. Jonah doesn't want to talk to them because they killed Ben. Even though she had her reasons why. Because it was either her let it happen or they were going to do it anyway.
Without her permission.
Without her permission.
Right.
So either way, because he was getting too close to what was going on. So either way, he had to go.
Close, yeah.
He had to go.
Yeah, absolutely. He was. I mean, it was sinking in because Ruth started to be alone. You know what I mean? She had nobody by her side after a while. And it was getting ridiculous because she put everybody on in her family for the most part, except for her pops. He lost it when he saw a little extra money. He had to let she had to let her go. She had to let him go. We know how that ending.
Yeah.
And she saved again. It's all about changing your mind and going against the family. If you notice what the theme of the show is, going against the family. It's right. Everybody keep going against the family.
Yep. And then Ruth was upset because she felt like she was loyal to Marty. And then when she got beat up, she wanted Marty to kill the guy that beat her up. Remember that? And he's like, no, I'm not going to do it.
Because I'm untouchable or whatever.
I'm untouchable,
Something to that degree. But the point is that that's not good for business. Right? Marty's always at
he
the
should
end.
have protected her.
Oh, you're hands down. You're absolutely correct. But when it comes down to it, everything comes down to that dollar sign. It comes to that dollar bill business. And the whole thing that got me frustrated was that now you got this fucking the FBI in there involved now, because now you have them sniffing around and now they're messing up plans for everybody else. But that's what it is when you're doing crooked shit. This is what happened. This what happened.
Yeah, that's definitely the reality. I mean, it just kept getting worse before it got better.
Better for who?
I mean, it got better for the cartel in a way.
Oh yeah, for sure. But not even that. Not even that. Because Javi, with his crazy ass,
introducing new characters.
Awesome. The introduction of Omar's nephew. I mean, he was unpredictable. My man's a psychopath. My dude was totally unstable, just coming in people's houses, shooting people in the head. And I'm like, yo, this guy's crazy. He is bad for business.
No, he's not. He's awful for business. It wasn't bad.
Right, and Omar said it. He said it. My nephew is he's dangerous and fearful.
Right.
Fearful.
Like in a nutshell.
He's fearless and dangerous. That's what he said.
Yeah, he's ruthless.
He's ruthless. And he's probably worse than Omar.
Yeah. Yeah. If you think about it.
Yeah.
You know what? It's funny because, we said we know he wanted to take over. We know Omar wanted to give him the business so he could get caught, so he could go live his life, But there's something in the middle that I'm not noticing, because if the nephew tried to kill Omar, that nephew still making Omar still making the nephew look like a fool in a few of those episodes, laughing at him, barking at him. So it's like, I don't know. I don't know if there's a third person in the middle who's still in the mix. But then again, what did they say, right? What did the FBI say? They said, even if these guys get caught and we put them away,
somebody else is going to take over.
Somebody else is going to take over.
There'll be another.
Yeah.
So, and it's funny, if that would happen, it would be good for the Burns family, for the Bird family. It would be good for them. They're like, whoo, well, we got both of them out of there. Drugs is going to stop for about 8 months, give or take, before it becomes a conglomerate in the U.S. But there's like, nah, we want to continue. We'll work with him. And then they try to push the Birds away comfortably. The Fed said, nah, you guys got no say, so you'll be all right. Good luck to y'all, almost. Like, it was like, wow.
Yeah.
No, the Feds were like, they wanted to leave. The Feds were like, nope, you still keep laundering. Do what you guys do still, Because if you don't, then we're gonna oust you on what you guys are doing. So they know about the Birds already.
Yeah. Right. And then you have Special Agent Maya Miller. My
whistleblower, son.
I was over here like, why would the Feds change their mind?
No, she did it on her own, bro.
Omar. She just did it on her own.
She did it home, bro, because she didn't like the way that her higher up. She didn't like the answer. She like, if you let your feelings get in front of you, we knew this was gonna happen. You know, check yourself. Check yourself.
Let me tell you something.
That was funny though.
She is a lucky lady. Okay,
is it over?
She's lucky. Now she came in right after her pregnancy. They put a bag over her head, and he met with Omar in a plane. She could have gotten shot on the way going there, or shot on the way coming back. And then she was the same one that put him in jail. That bitch is lucky.
She did it because she didn't want to wait 5 years. Wow. She like, I'm busting my ass to protect this country, and yet, you know, and the government, it seems like they just want the money. You know, it seems like you give us all these locations, all these drops, and you know, then we'll give you 5 years after that. You know, give us 5 years of drops of money, and then we'll think about 5 years what to do with you. It was not guaranteed either.
Nothing is guaranteed.
His safety in 5 years.
Right.
There was nothing to guarantee, and he knew that. He knew that from the beginning. He's like, "Why am I going to make this deal that it's at the end?
They're going to screw me again in 5 years.
You're going to screw me again. Like, what was the point?" And he got screwed either way.
Either way, yeah.
Either way, so it didn't even matter. It didn't even make a difference. And I think the center of that was really Wendy. A lot of it depended on Wendy, because at one point I think he was trying to like make a move on Wendy as well. He was like, you know, if everything doesn't go well, you know, you're feeling alone, you know, don't forget about me.
Right.
I'm like, ooh. I was like, ooh. I was like, okay, Omar.
Because he gave her power. That's why.
What?
He gave her power when Marty didn't. He gave her the opportunity to exceed and see what she could do besides Marty.
But she was about to put her own son in prison. Do you think she deserved that power?
Exactly. She's getting too much power, bro. He gave her that power, so he gave her she has the ability to lock her son up. So that means that tells me later on that she has the ability to kill somebody. She can literally pull the trigger on somebody.
She might be the one.
She's more susceptible to do it.
Do it instead of Marty. Hands down.
Absolutely.
Hands down.
Mm-hmm.
Hands down.
Hands down. And I think that's what makes her more
ruthless.
Yeah, she's more ruthless, but I think a lot of these relationships have depended on Wendy. Marty's always the one I think is cleaning up the mess, and he's always figuring shit out. But I think Wendy's the one that kind of makes sure that shit happens and starts rolling in the first place. Her connections, her ability to talk to others, making sure that she gets the deals and going out there. You know, a lot of it stems from there. And then when they have the shit hit the fan, my man Marty comes in as a Superman with a cape and, you know, saves the day. So
Marty in that damn cape.
I know, right? I'm not even mad at him.
I mean, of course, I get it. It's necessary, but it's just like, man, like, when will you just say, you know what? But you know what? At the end of the day, it's important to know that, well, murder won't get us nowhere because people are going to start noticing stuff. Like the killing of the sheriff. It's like, dude just disappeared.
Yeah, but that Javi came in.
Right. Like, you know, the town really don't care to a degree. You know? So it was just like, yeah, we notice he's gone. And and what the new sheriff said for the time being. And lady, don't try to bribe me.
You know, talking about Darlene, man. She was one of my favorite characters. Because she was crazy, demented, fearless. She didn't care at all.
You see the word he used was? Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Was, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So you don't know.
And we kind of knew it was going to happen. So anyway, she knew she had the whole town in her pocket. And then Ruth decided to work with her, selling the opioids and the heroin and all the stuff. And they wanted to expand, but they couldn't get distribution with the Kansas City mob. They said, no, I'm not working. And it seems like in every season, when somebody starts yelling at her, disrespecting her, she just walks into the kitchen in silence and bow, just blows people away, bro, with the shotgun, with the shotty.
Yo, the most gangster lady
hilarious.
ever, yo. She
like, you ain't gonna talk to me like that. Before you even say anything, she just go, 1 second, please. Hold that thought. Hold that thought.
1 moment, please.
Boom.
You know, all I know is when she blew off the head of the other head cartel dude in season 2?
Yeah.
She crazy.
Oh my God! My eyes said,
That bitch is crazy.
lady. Like,
No, she was crazy when she shot the son's balls off. She took.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
I did that. I'm like, oh, so you want an apology for you shooting me in this private area?
Yeah,
Like,
because Marty wasn't gonna do anything, so she did it for Marty. She like, all right, for Ruth, you know. She like someone who's gonna protect Ruth. You know what? I'll prove to Marty that I'm more loyal to her than he is.
True.
Right.
And bam, right in the balls.
Darlene's all about action, no talk.
Action, no talk.
Oh my
And
God.
just the way that at the end of the show, man, the way she went out, my man just came in and I just felt bad for Wyatt too, bro.
I felt bad for Wyatt, not for her. She had it coming.
Yeah, Darlene had it coming.
I felt bad for because he was guilty by association. You fucking with the old lady or whatever. It's like you got shot in the head, bro. Like you should.
And Ruth called it. She's like, "Let's leave. Let's get out of here." No, I'm gonna marry her because of the baby and all that stuff, because of Zeke. And it was just all downhill from there. And then she thought that Marty had something to do with it. She called Marty, and that's what I love about the show. Because in the beginning, it started off with them leaving the Ozarks and getting into a car accident. Right. So what we're watching right now, it's everything that led up to the car accident.
Right.
Which I think part 2 will be focusing on.
Part 2 will be focusing, and I don't think we're going to see the accident until the end of part 2.
Right.
And I have a feeling somebody's going to die in that car accident.
That car did flip nice.
Yep. Yeah, I think so too. And you know what's crazy though? I was thinking about Wendy and Omar's relationship. I think Omar was falling for Wendy.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
I think he was gonna probably kill Marty in due time. Like, yeah, Wendy, man, it's me or him.
But my theory, I thought they were gonna kill.
She was so disappointed.
Like I thought they were gonna kill. They were gonna kill Jonah. That's what I thought. I'm thinking this guy's being defiant. My man's goner. He's gonna be gone.
Yeah, I kept on saying the same thing. I was like, yo, my kid is gonna get caught in this middle.
Yep, and they're gonna kill him.
Trading his family, working with this crazy ass lady Darlene. My dude is gonna get shot up.
He's lucky he wasn't in the house.
He's lucky he wasn't in the house.
You're Marty Bird's kid.
Pow! Right. Well, remember, he's not there all the time, though. Remember, and she pushed him. Darlene pushed him away. So he was gonna be fine regardless, because everybody kept pushing him away to a degree, except for his family. It was just like, yo, fam, if you want to run and do this, all right, but do it here. But the mother said, nah, let's put him in prison for a day. see if he understands. And it was like, nah, that's not a good idea, mom. But she was a mom scorned and she was being defied. So I get it. Because I talked to some people and they was like, nah, I think I would have killed him. Like, damn, like, really? No, really. I just, this kid is.
Yo, he grew a lot of balls. He grew a lot of balls from one season. In one season, he grew a lot of balls.
He grew in inches and in balls. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. But so to recap, this show's awesome. I would ask you if we recommend it, but the answer is yes, guys.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
This is one of those shows that deserves a 10 out of 10.
I was just about to. That's where I was going to. 10 out of 10, right?
10 out of 10. In my book, it's 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
For KK, he probably gonna be like, yo, it's an 8.5.
Oh, I said 4. I was gonna say he said 4.
Yo, if you guys don't know who KK is, that's King Karim. Yo, King Karim's gonna fight you for that KK. Yo.
Man, please. He is just brutal. He's brutal like Javi when it comes to ratings. So
right. Knowing him, he probably would have been 7.3. Because it would have been looking at him like
the Marcus stories ain't there. The Marcus stories ain't there.
Oh man, he probably would have said
the Marcus stories ain't there.
It didn't pull me in.
He probably would have said, "I respect the Spanish accent, but if the British accent was there, I think would have been. I think would have been good. I think it would have been an 8.5."
This guy.
Oh man. So and of course we could catch this on Netflix,
right?
On
Netflix for sure. Yep.
Okay, man. So shout out to the Ozarks. We can't wait. God willing, the next one part 2 is gonna be around like before summer hits, man. Like, God willing.
That's the hope.
Yeah, that would be so nice. What was it? It was eight episodes, right? Or was it 10 again?
No, I think it was 8.
I think it was 8.
So God willing, man, because I know these are big actors now. A lot of them made their mark on the Ozark, and they're gonna be making a lot of movies and probably other TV shows coming up. I can't wait. You know what I mean? So shout out to the Ozark and Netflix. So moving forward, what's the next show, Steph?
We're going to be talking about the Righteous Gemstones.
What y'all know about the Righteous Gemstones, though?
Let me tell you this. It was a pleasant surprise. Like, we haven't even finished the series, but it has been a very pleasant.
Yes, it caught our eye.
It caught our eye.
I forgot what we were watching.
Why did it catch your eye, though?
We were watching. What were we watching on HBO?
I think we were watching
Peacemaker,
right?
Mm-hmm. So that's soon to come review. But we were watching Peacemaker, and then one of the trailers in the beginning was the Righteous Gemstones.
Yeah.
Before the show started, I was like, "What is this?" And I'm like, "I gotta see this. I gotta watch this."
Yo, I'm telling you, man. Danny McBride. He's the creator of the show. He's the star of the show, and this cast, John Goodman, he's a legend.
Yeah.
Yo, like that guy, whatever role he plays, he doesn't miss. First and foremost, John Goodman, he just doesn't miss, yo. From Roseanne to whatever, to keep going. That guy's a legend, But this show, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm doing my best not to disrespect nobody. I don't want to say this correctly. The way they make the mockery out of these big Christian churches is hilarious.
What did I
with
say?
With all due respect.
What did I say? I'm trying to figure out the words. Like it highlights the antics and the hypocrites that live and breathe the success of a mega church. That's the only way that I can sum it up.
It basically, this is the summary that I found online. It's an American black comedy television series.
What?
A black comedy with the dark comedy. The series follows.
Black comedy.
Yeah.
Dark comedy.
Dark comedy.
I thought it meant like an African American show.
I'm
like, yo,
American
that's
black comedy. So dark comedy.
Okay.
So this series follows a famous yet dysfunctional family of televangelists. So pretty much John Goodman's character, he's like the main what's his name? Gemstone. He's the Gemstone family. So they all became televangelists. So he's like the most famous, almost like what's the other guy's famous? These famous televangelists that we see all the time. Like Benny Hill was one of them.
In real life?
Yeah, real life. Benny Hill.
Oh man, there's so many of them now.
Joel Osteen,
Osteen, yeah, I was like Joel Osteen.
Yeah, Joel Osteen. He's the biggest one at this point.
That's the one I've noticed, but he's been getting a lot of flack. But when they say televangelist, is it like television people?
Yeah, like Joel Osteen, they televise their sermons.
Okay, because I was not understanding what you meant, like televangelistic. I was like, oh, you mean like evangelistic people that are on TV? I was like,
yeah,
that's the simp in me that wasn't getting it. I was like, what? First you said black comedy, and I was like, what? It's not a black comedy. Like, what are you saying?
Yeah, I was over here like, where did black people?
I was like, I don't know what he's saying.
The two black actors that's on there. Where did the black comedy part start? Unbelievable, yo. But Danny McBride is just, this dude is special at making a mockery out of things, comedy, and that's what he does.
That's his specialty. Yeah.
Yeah, he's done a couple of shows before that. So he's one of those guys who says, yo, let's take this situation that everybody loves and fuck it up. Make it funny.
Yeah, it's funny because like he kind of plays the same
Gemstones.
Yep, he plays kind of almost like the same asshole character all the time. Super bad. Pineapple Express, Tropic Thunder. Was Up in the Air, Due Date, Kung Fu Panda.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
To me, the best part, one of the best movies from Danny McBride. This is the end when they're like the apocalyptic, and they're like him with James Franco. Hilarious.
That whole scene was hilarious, bro.
This is the end.
What was he saying? Like, I'm gonna just jizz over here.
Oh, jizzle over your sock.
I'm gonna just jizz over here.
I could jizz everywhere, because he jizzed in the Playboy magazine.
Oh my God. I remember that movie was terrible.
Oh my God.
Classic.
It was so
Classic.
good.
Classic.
So good, man.
It was terrible.
Yeah, he's just gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna ruin I'm gonna ruin this in a good way. You love this situation about how they make these big churches and how they collect millions of dollars and how the pastor's worth like 80 million. Now I'm gonna just go inside of how I feel, and this is Danny McBride probably talking, how I feel this is pure fuckery.
Just the pure antics,
hilarious.
This is the pure antics, and it's just like when we saw the first episode, we were like, "What the fuck just happened?"
But you know what? But it comes down to reality where, I grew up in a Pentecostal church, and you kind of see like the dysfunction sometimes of being a minister and all this stuff. And a lot of people, you see how in this show, a lot of them steer the other way because they don't want to be part of it. And one of them is his son. He
Gideon, the
not
stunt
Gideon,
double. No,
not Gideon, the little one.
The little one.
The little one's like, fuck you and your church and all this stuff.
But that's
he came home and kissed him in the forehead, you fag.
No.
What the fuck you kissing me for?
No. See, that's that type of bullshit. That's that wrong parenting. Like how parenting went wrong on that one. Like, nah, like my son come and say some shit to me like that, he would have gotten the backhand real quick. Sorry.
Yeah. Why you kissing my forehead, fag?
Why did he curse at him in the dinner table? Like, this is HBO shit. That's
HBO shit.
Yo, it's hilarious.
Absolutely.
Hilarious.
HBO, to a degree, it depends what it is. HBO will let you live. For real. They'll be like, nah, just do it. We'll be fine, And I think this show it's gonna open up a lot of doors when it comes to like, religious beliefs and shows and say, hey, if these guys can make a kind of a mockery out of this, man, we got some shows for you coming up all in due time, because usually, they do their best to be politically correct,
Not
they don't
here.
want no controversy. Not this one.
Not this one.
Joe Osteen's probably like, got his prayer beads and like, come on, baby.
My man ain't worried about nothing with him, his private jet and his big ass house and his mega church. He ain't worried about no show. He don't care.
I don't know. I mean, just a little, he's a little curious of what they're saying. He's probably watching this and be like, oh, Father, you've given them some really good creativity, but can they stop?
Oh, well then, yeah, that's true. They
got to tone it down a little bit, But look, I love this show, man. I'm sorry. I love this show. And I think I told you guys, I finished up season 1 already. Season 2 is starting now. It's only 4 episodes in. You guys are going to be like, yo, you're going to be like, what the fuck, yo? Like, it gets better. And yes, it gets better. It gets funnier. And if you guys don't notice yet, it's nothing funnier than Sunday dinner.
Oh yeah.
Oh, at Sunday dinner, oh my God, the back and forth banter is undeniable, y'all. It's undeniable. It's hilarious.
And you know what gets me too is like the relationship between the siblings, between the 3 of them. Like they're so fucking immature. Like y'all grown ass people. Like why are you guys fighting like this? And I'm like, yo, this is like the back and forth. It's so funny. It's so fun. And the sister, she's another one. Like she's the most immature out of all of them. I'm like, what?
Oh, she's so hilarious. She's so funny.
Yeah, she's hilarious. You. Oh my God. I'm gonna leave it here because I don't want to ruin it for you guys.
Yeah, we're gonna come and revisit this again as a whole.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, we'll circle back.
And when KK comes back, he's gonna be like, "Yo, you guys were right. I give this a 10 out of 10."
Yeah, it's one of those crazy shows. You guys, like, it's one of the must-watch right now of 2022.
Yeah, right.
For sure.
He'll probably say something like
Ozark was just premiered. You got to body that, as KK would say. You got to body that.
Yeah, you guys got to start calling that man KK. Stop.
Well, when he's not here, I'm gonna call him KK, and when he is here, when he is present, I will call him King Karim. So
I keep switching back and forth between his government name, bro.
Yo. It reminds me of that line that Kanye West said. He said, "My neighbor's TT. If you don't know who that is, that's Tom. I mean, it's my neighbor's TC. If you don't know who that is, that's Tom Cruise." I swear I hate that line so much, yo. I love Kanye, but I hated that line because he called that man TC. It was like, yo, this is too much, yo. But I ain't gonna lie to you.
Too much. You already
I'm
know
gonna
that.
rate it. I'm gonna rate this show first, man. it's a solid 9 for me so far.
Yep, I would say it's up there.
I'm gonna give it a solid 9. I have to give it a chance and finish it through, but I'm enjoying whatever I'm watching now. We're up to episode 5 already.
Yeah.
I'm loving what's happening so far.
It's so hilarious.
The stunt son came back.
Yeah, Gideon.
Yeah, Gideon came back.
That sounds like an evil name. Sounds like an outsider.
Right.
The black sheep of the family.
The black sheep of the family.
Oh my God.
It's now, what's funny about him, real quick, as much as he's a black sheep, he's honestly doing his best to follow his faith. That's the weird part of him being the black sheep. Now, they're doing it because the money's so great. They're following suit. They're following the father. Right? Kids, wife, mom. It's keep it going, so the people could see that.
Right.
Gideon is really doing his best to follow the faith. Helping people, making sure. Oh man, that's why I gotta stop there. But it's so weird how this show is. It's backwards on purpose.
When you think of this, when you think there's a perfect family, it's always dysfunction in it.
Absolutely.
So we must be the most perfect family out there.
Who, us?
If you're saying that the perfect family is the ones that are the most dysfunctional, and I said, well, then we must be the most perfect family.
Only
out there.
Because they're probably the most very famous televangelists in the show. So I'm pretty sure to all their followers, they seem like this perfect missionary family.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, behind the scenes, they're killing somebody, running all people over.
Someone's smoking coke, and this one's over here
blowing
trying to
coke and everything. It's hilarious.
Blowing snow, and I'm the other one's over here. It's
about to shoot people. Like hilarious.
One's about to stab somebody. I was like, oh my Lord! I was like, what is going on? The biggest bunch of hypocrites.
Oh man! Again, just continue to watch the Sunday dinners, yo. Each week, you're gonna be like, yo, this family's all effed up, but they're so stinky rich, yo. Oh my God! But like I said, I give it a 9. You guys give it a 9 as well. And we can catch it on HBO Max. I believe.
Yep.
HBO Max. I don't know how that works, but it's on HBO regardless, So let's get into. Matter of fact, Steph, what else is up after this?
Well, we got to talk about something funny. So we're going to talk about our new segment, What's Going On in Funny Talk. I know King Karim usually runs that, but Aaron, why don't you tell us a little bit about Funny Talk for today?
Let me take a stab at it.
You want to take a stab at it?
Let me do my impression of KK.
Okay, go ahead.
This, KK.
This is the Funny Talk section.
This is my favorite segment.
And what is one of the worst ways to get road rage than to get road rage and get yourself in jail?
But in jail for what though? What is it?
For shooting his own gun, for being the one that committed the road rage. And it's all on his camera.
On his dash camera.
And his own dash cam. My man brake checked the guy. The guy went around him. And my man fired off 16 rounds. And he just like blind fired in the video. He just like ducked and he just straight up shooting.
Wait a minute. Go back. What? Okay.
My man literally blind fired 16 shots.
Yo,
he pretty much emptied out his clip.
Somebody closed his eyes.
He closed his eyes while he's driving and just shot. And you see in the video, you see him brake check the guy. The guy goes around him. You see him reach in the glove box, grabs his gat, already loaded. My man just like crouches down, pop, start shooting out the window while he's driving. And you can see like the other guy pull up next to him and about to give him the finger and stuff. And that's when he started shooting at the guy.
Oh my God, yo. And what I want to know is, what did he say to the cop? Did he say, look, I got proof?
Yeah, and he probably saw the video. Bro, you're the aggressor. You're the aggressor here.
So, sir, can you explain this?
First?
I don't understand.
What you say, Steph?
No, I'm thinking in my head, like with the officer, he's like, yes, sir, can you explain what happened in this video? And I'm like, Like, you shooting. Like, what are you doing? What were you telling me? He was telling me something over a text message. Like, this guy should be featured on something. Like, the dumbest criminals.
The dumbest criminals in the world.
Oh, my God. Like,
yeah. It was, so there's a segment that this guy does on Instagram, you know, and when he does it, before he does it, he'll say something like, this episode on You Dumb Fuck. You know?
This guy, bro.
It's funny. It's funny because
you can't make this up, though.
Yeah,
you can't make this up.
My man,
officer, I got proof. Look,
my man's from Florida. His name is Eric Popper, so he popped them gats, bro.
Is his name really Popper?
Eric
really
Popper, 30, was arrested over the June 2021 ordeal on the I-95 in Miami after authorities said that he fired nearly a dozen shots at the passing motorist. So he was being an asshole. They threw a water bottle at the car. My man went around, brake checked him. They come around to give him the finger, and my man just started shooting.
See, that road rage will get you in trouble. There's no reason for you to be shooting people. I was like, oh, come on.
How much you want to bet he'll probably get only 3 years, and they'll probably say it's mental anguish. Fuck out of here.
If he has a good lawyer, maybe. But,
yeah,
but you a dumb motherfucker. Like you dumb. Like, come on now. Like, for real. Looking at this footage, man. But it's sad though. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, my dude, like, you dumb. Did you forget that you had a camera in your own car? To catch these exact moments? My man
was that scared to literally pull out his gun and start shooting.
No need.
Just
dumbass.
And it's horrific because the way he was shooting too at the same time. As much as funny as it was because he got caught and he basically snitched and dined him home himself out. Right? Excuse me. It's the fact that thank God nobody got hurt. They didn't say nothing. Dude just started shooting in the front a little bit. And I was like, well, what's happening in the front of you? Like, I was lost there. You went to the side, to the front a little bit. And I was just like, nah, bro. Like, you got to do some time. There's no way. But again, we'll see what the overall aftermath is, man. But wow, that was some clown shit.
The best way to describe it.
Like, he dimed out himself, yo. Like, look, officer, I'm not lying to you.
Here's the footage.
Yeah.
Like, let me give you the footage so you can go look upon yourself. Like, did you not just give yourself up? Some police officers like, are you for real? Like, come on.
Hey, now. Billy. Hey, Todd. Hey, come and look at this. Hey, grab the cuffs.
Look at this dumbass. You know, like, come on.
We can't make it up in Florida. We just don't make this stuff up. It's actually all real.
You can't.
Oh my God.
Hilarious. Man. Hilarious.
But Steph, what we got next week?
Well, we're looking to talk about Boba Fett.
The book of Boba Fett.
The book, excuse me, sorry.
The book.
The book of Boba Fett. Now,
I'm not a Star Wars fan, but the book.
But if you've been following, there's about maybe 2 more episodes left. So we definitely gotta talk about Boba Fett, the book of Boba Fett. If you've seen the most,
look at me bowing.
Yes, we have to. We have to catch up on that.
I love that show.
It was so good. If you've seen the last 2 episodes of the last 2 weeks,
amazing.
Can't wait. So we're looking forward to talking about that. Peacemaker, come on now, another HBO hot special.
Yep.
We got to see what's going on with that as well. And there is a podcast that's dedicated solely to Peacemaker. So if you have an opportunity, you can check that out along with 20 Talk 20 to talk about Peacemaker as well. Cool. And we're also going to talk about Scream 5. Yes. So if you are a Scream fan, hold on to your seats. We're going to be talking about and breaking down Scream 5. We're talking about going back to the original, and we're talking about keeping it.
I think, keeping it back to basics. Pretty much back to basics.
Back to the basics.
So also, we could probably fit in Jackass Forever.
That's supposed to be coming out, I think.
Tomorrow,
right?
I'm definitely going to see that.
We're watching it for sure. Yeah, for sure. We're watching it. You're not a fan?
I'm going to watch it again because, it's ridiculously good.
Jackass Forever.
I love
them
Jackass.
Guys are insane.
They are, and they're older. Like, you can't be doing the same shit like when you were younger. These girls are older. Like, y'all, like.
Yeah. I mean, I wonder if they found a better way to use cocaine now. The way they do those stunts. They got a better way to sniff. I don't know, man. Because
I don't know. It's all about that,
drug,
but they're special in their own way. But I mean, there's so many things, so many new shows coming out. We could be talking about so many different things, but you know, guys, don't forget to follow, like, and share on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, and TikTok at 20 Talk 20. You know, 20 Talk's talking about shows, movies, music, and everything in between. So go back and listen to those episodes, you know, wherever you find your podcast. Follow us on all these platforms, and we're going to be tuning in and premiering new episodes coming out Friday. So that's something that's going to be super exciting. We're going to be premiering those new episodes for you guys on Fridays. So take a look and check those out.
Yes. And again, superb work by the married couple over here.
We try.
Over here.
We try.
Steph the Oracle.
We try.
Dirty.
We try. Thank you.
You know, you guys doing superb work. You know, thank you so much. It's a lot of weight lifted off my shoulders because I admit I wanted to do it all, but that shit wasn't working. It wasn't working. You know, and you guys tackled on a lot, and I truly appreciate it. God knows it will pay off. I promise you this. Thank you so much, guys. Truly.
Anytime, man.
Anytime. I appreciate it. No. And next week, we're going to have special guest Party J in the building.
Coming right back.
Party so J. Hopefully.
Yeah, because KK is going to be on vacation.
So.
On his vacation.
Right. On his vacation.
Yeah.
He might just move over there knowing him. KK style.
Yo, stop playing.
But look, guys, it's been a fantastic night. I'm your host, Ern B.
Hey, this is Steph the Oracle.
This your boy Dre, aka Dirty.
Have a good week. Talk to you soon.
Take care. Good night, guys.